You can. Are we live now, basically? Hey guys, if you're watching me right now and we're live, I don't see anyone yet, but post in the chat so we can know that you're here and let us know where you're from. And if we're live, you can tell me just in the chat or something. Let me see. All right. Let's see. Okay, I see on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. Cool, sweet. See, we're live on YouTube. Let's give it a minute for everyone to join us. If you're just joining us, guys, let us know where you're from and what's going on. So we're live on YouTube. And let's do this. This thing, I'll remove it. I think we're live on YouTube. Okay, I see 2 people joining. Okay, sweet. Hey, Sam, I see Sam is joining us. So if you have questions, guys, let us know anything about acquisitions or what you want to talk about. I don't know if we're live on Facebook as well, but I'm sorry, guys, we're just experimenting going live on Facebook and YouTube and everything at the same time. So we might have some technical issues, but it looks like it's working. Hey, Sam, where are you from? Where are you joining us from? Or anyone else who's here? I see, are we on Facebook as well? Nothing on Facebook. Huh? Are we on LinkedIn too? Let's check LinkedIn. Or no, LinkedIn, no. Or it was just LinkedIn, basically Facebook and YouTube, I guess. Okay, so I see people are starting to join us on YouTube, it looks like. If you guys have some, what? Twitter as well? Cool. That's cool. I didn't know there's even a live option on Twitter. Awesome stuff. Okay, sweet. Man, that's awesome. And we sent an email right now? Sweet, man. Dude, that's exciting, actually, the fact that we can go live on all those places. Even if there's no one going to join today, but we're going to prepare for the next time, because we could do it on the workshop thing when we're going to do some promotions. So, okay, sweet. So I see some messages. London, England. Good stuff, man. I love London. London is awesome. What's the weather looks like right now? Is it cold? Is it rainy? England won the what's the thing from in the Euro or something yesterday, right? Sam, did you watch England yesterday? Did you drink some beers and watch football? What else we got here? We got Mari Gendran or something like that. Hey, Moran, I'm 18 years old from Australia. Good stuff. 18 years old, dude. Got all your life ahead of you. It's freaking exciting, the fact that you're watching something like that and listening to content like acquisitions and business at the age of 18. It's freaking awesome. When I was 18, I had to go to the army, but the fact that you can work on your business, man, that's exciting. Okay, sweet. I see some more people joining us. What else we got? It's a gorgeous today. It's coming home. Fuck yeah, let's go. Good stuff. True, Jeff. Hey, Moran, good to be here. Good to have you here as well. Talk to me. What do you want me to talk about? Acquisitions? You have some questions about business or finance or taxes or whatever, offshore stuff or whatever you want to talk about. It looks like we're live both on YouTube and Twitter, and we're figuring out how to go live on Facebook at the same time, and maybe even LinkedIn in the future. Who knows? Because that's exciting, the fact that we can do all those different platforms at the same time. Sweet. I see we got Leon here from California. How you doing, my man? I see some more people are joining us on YouTube. Let's give it a few more minutes and see if it's if you guys have some questions or have any topic you want me to talk about. You know, might be a good time to give it a chance and give it a try. And if not, I'll just continue to randomly surf here while we looking for some questions. No Facebook, huh? Why no Facebook? It looks like we're connected on Facebook. Oh, okay. So it says offline. I don't know why it's offline. The business mind mastermind thing on the software. Yeah, I see a thing. No worries. Cool. What else, guys? Okay, sweet. I see some more stuff. Nice. Okay, there you go. MG Consulting Group. How do you convince business seller to send you financial? Good question. So, in terms of getting business owners to send you financials, it comes down to first of all the rapport that you build with them, right? So you got to build the rapport, enough rapport, so they take you seriously, so you position yourself as a credible buyer. You got to position yourself as a credible buyer first. If they don't think and see you as a credible buyer, that's why they won't give you financials, right? The best way to get access to financials is to make sure that they see you as a credible buyer, someone who can finance the deal, who can get access to capital, who can close on the deal, who can ideally run the business. So if you want to convince someone to give you financials, make sure that they see you as a credible buyer. If they will see you as a credible buyer, someone who can close the deal and raise capital, they'll give you access to financials. Hope that helps. Master Blasta, hey Moran, Fenric from New York. Good to see you. I love it that we have people from all over the world. We have people US, New York, we have London, we have Australia. Freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Through Jeff, do you have any experience or connections for doing deals in Europe? Yes, I do. I did deals in Europe. Well, Israel is not really Europe, but yeah, definitely 100%. I mean, England is very similar in terms of rules to many other countries. Like, here's the thing: if you have good banking in your own country, rules and legal stuff is. I'm talking about the big countries, right? I'm talking like mostly like UK, US, Canada, Australia. Like it's pretty much it's very similar in all those countries. Yeah, in terms of connections to deals, well, depends on what you're specifically looking for, but we might be able to help. Tell me what you're looking for. Hey, Moran, can you help me buy a bank, or are there limits? Well, there's no limits if you can go out there and raise capital and find the right deal, right? So no limits if you don't put limits on yourself. Elliot is asking, I'd love to grow our sustainable footwear company via acquisitions. This feels like a good place to start. Any suggestions? Yes. I mean, first of all, I like it that you already have an existing business. We have a lot of people with existing businesses who grew by acquisitions. In fact, some of the biggest businesses in the world are businesses who are just a combination of a lot of small businesses. So it's really exciting. I mean, it's just about going out there, sticking to the plan, finding good deals, negotiating in good deals, making sure that they're looking at you as a credible buyer, making sure that you know how to. And I see MG Consulting is saying the concern is also confidentiality. So in order to overcome that, you need to just basically sign an NDA. And an NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. It's a way for the seller to make sure that it's a way for you as the buyer to make sure that the seller is comfortable sharing information like financial information, like the business information, operations, and all that. So when you're able to position yourself as a credible buyer, then you'll be able to get access to financials. And then Elliot is asking, what's the suggestion? Yeah, I mean, starting by watching some of the videos on my channel, I think at this point we have like 300 plus videos is a great way to start. If you have a specific question, I'm happy to answer. But if I were you, I would definitely stay focused on your sector and try to buy your competitors, try to buy like suppliers of your company and stuff like that. That would be a great way to start. But yeah, if you have a specific question, I'm happy to answer, but you have like literally 300 plus videos on my channel. So that would be a great place to get through. Where my next question. So yeah, MG Consulting Group saying the concern is always confidentiality. So the easiest way to overcome this is just to tell them, I mean, hey, I'm happy to sign an NDA, no disclosure agreement, for you to feel comfortable sharing your information with me. Easy, right? We're using a lot of different templates and stuff like that. If they have a template, you can sign that. And again, I'm not here to give you legal advice or anything like that, but we have templates that we paid lawyers a lot of money to draft, and we use those. Can I apply it in Vietnam? Yes, 100%. We have people who apply it in, like, we have a guy who just bought a business in Mexico. We have a guy in, where is it? Lithuania or Belarus. Like, we have lots of other random countries, people doing that. So If you have businesses in your country, like most likely some people are out there buying businesses. Have you ever made a business plan to get a loan? The bank here in Netherlands require it. I was thinking of using the information memorandum to craft one of those. How would you go about it? Yeah, 100%. So what is a business plan at the end of the day? It's creating some kind of a pitch deck, right? Like, and if they want it, just get it done. It's simple. And like you said, use the information memorandum to get it done. You need, in the challenge, I don't know if some of you went through our challenge. We went through like 1 hour training, just going through how to create a pitch deck. If you send us a message, we might be able to get you access to that. But yeah, getting access to the information. Then you're saying I was thinking about using information memorandum. 100%. So if you need to create a business plan and you need that information, use the information memorandum, or just ask the business owner for whatever you need to create that business plan or pitch deck. So whatever information you're missing, guess who's the best person to give you that information? The seller, right? To ask them for that. I tend to get asked, what's your operational game plan? I have general ideas, but nothing specific. How can I improve that? And is it even necessary because every deal is different? Yeah, so first of all, every deal is different 100%. That's definitely, that's what still keeps me, I think, excited about this world of acquisitions, is that every deal you're looking at is a bit different, different people, different numbers, different sectors, different structures and capital structures and places to raise capital from, or different terms. So then you're asking, operational game plan. I have general ideas, but nothing specific. How can I improve that? Well, operating the business is going to be your biggest challenge, right? Like running the business, like closing the business, that's the first challenge. It's going to be a big challenge, 100%. You need to overcome that first before you operate the business. But then, as soon as you own the business, running the business is going to be the biggest challenge you're going to have, period, right? Every business problem is an HR problem in the end of the day. 1 second, I'm hearing myself twice now. Or that's it. So every problem you're going to have in business is HR problem, is people's problem. The way to improve that is to become a better leader, is to become someone who can create better processes, to follow better processes. And the best thing for you to improve your operational game plan is to, first of all, buy a better business. Because if you buy a good business, ideal with someone who have experience of running a business for 5, 10, 20 years, guess what? You don't need to become or be an operational expert. You just go into an existing operation that's already working probably better without you. Like the best thing you can do as soon as you buy a business like that is just to not interrupt, right? Don't interrupt, and you probably do better than most people. If you're buying a good deal, right? If you're buying a good profitable business that's making you money from day one, where you can take income from day one or pay yourself dividends from day one. Unlike a distressed deal where you buy and need to, like we had horror stories of people who were buying distressed companies that needed to deploy their life savings just to save the business. So they found out they bought a business, and not only that the business is not making the money, but they need to deploy more capital just to keep the business alive. And I'm not sure that's what you want, right? So yeah, those are some of my thoughts and comments for that. Then okay, that was that. Then William is asking, Moran, what are your fees? Depends on what kind of support you want. So I would say if you have questions, I'll post it right now. If you want to talk to me and my team, go to acquisitions.com/apply and just book a call with me and my team, and we'll see if we can help or not. Have you done deals in Australia? Yeah, I've done 2 deals in Australia actually. One of them in Brisbane, one of them in Sydney. Really loved Australia. That was many, many years ago. What would be your main tips for finding UK business to purchase, i.e. websites or brokers? What would be your main tips for finding UK business to purchase, i.e. websites or brokers? Yeah, so we have dozens of ways at this point where we find deals. Anywhere from emails, social media, letters, events, cold calling, creating different automations, creating or going to different networks or events or different platforms. Brokers, of course, we use all of the above, and we just create systems. I think the biggest and the most important thing with deal flow is the idea that you want to build systems that bring deals for you versus you chasing deals all the time. That's, I think, the beauty of what we created. That's kind of like the biggest thing in our framework and formula, is the fact that we are creating systems and automations that brings leads our way, that have sellers booking calls on our calendars versus us chasing too many deals. Yeah, so and again, watch some of the videos as well in the channel. I think I have a few videos about different type of deal flows and stuff like that. And there's few ways of looking at deals, right? Like you can go directly or go for listed deals. So listed deals are basically deals with brokers that with brokers, those are deals that basically people raise their hand and said, I'm looking to sell my business. The broker is usually getting paid a percentage of the deal and or a retainer upfront. So the challenges with those brokers deals is that there's going to be more competition usually for those deals. Also, the terms are probably not going to be as exciting as going directly to a business owner. Many times also the broker usually promised the seller some kind of a premium price to sell the business. So if you're coming with a creative no money down structure, and when I'm saying no money down, it doesn't necessarily mean no money for the business. It just means not necessarily like no money from your pocket. So you can always raise capital, but it's not necessarily from your pocket. So the challenge with brokers is that, like I said, more competition for the deal because everyone see the deals. You're not the first one who's going out there on different websites like a Biz by Sell. If you're going to come up with creative deal structure or asking for too much seller financing, the broker is not going to like that. Plus, you need to know how to position yourself with the broker so they even take you seriously as a credible buyer, which I know is a big challenge for people who don't know how to talk to brokers and overcome those objections. So yeah, and going off market, obviously there's the value of reaching out to business owners directly. Usually no competition. You're probably the only buyer who's talking to those business owner. Some of the best deal structures and deals are from going direct. Some of the challenges are the fact that a lot of business owners just never sold a business. So you'll need to basically run them through the process of what they need to do, what kind of access to information you need. They're going to have more doubt of even listening to you or talking to you or yeah. So those are some of the upsides and downsides from going direct to brokers or going direct to business owners or going through brokers. Yeah, so that was on that. What is the top PE people get stuck at around 75 billion or so? Do opportunities shrink as you grow? Obviously, there's only so many people or businesses that are being valued at 75 billion. So when you have or looking to do bigger deals, you just have less options, right? Most businesses in the US never pass above 1 million in sales in their lifetime. So if you want to deploy capital in the billions, you don't have many options. Can you elaborate on a few of your go-to value-adding strategy for the current deals you're doing or have done? So it's pretty straightforward. Business is more simple than people make it. What is a business in the end of the day? It's a combination of its people. It's a combination of the value and service and product that you're selling. Is your product adding value to clients? That's the main thing. Can you do something with the product to deliver more value? Can you make clients more happy? Can you make your marketing process more effective and more productive? Can you make your salespeople convert a bit better? To make a business better, it comes down to just optimizing each step of the process a little bit every day. That's what a business is in the end of the day. Can you bring in more leads? Can you convert your leads to more sales? Can you make your clients who you converted through your marketing process to stay a bit more? That's it. That's a business in of day. If you can optimize those, so that's on the front end, on the marketing side of things. And then on the back end side of things, can you optimize your operation? So I mentioned, I like to mention the giraffe story, which is there was a guy who went to a business in the past and wanted to turn around one of the biggest businesses out there. And the first thing that you want to do when you go into any business is to look at the P&L and look at the expenses and just see what you can save on. And one of the things that he saw in there was, I think around $250,000 in yearly expense paying for a giraffe, for sponsoring a giraffe. Right? I'm not sure it's the best expense for a business. So what I like to say is that every business got a giraffe that you need to find. A random expense that you probably shouldn't pay, that should go down to your bottom line, to your profits. So in the end of the day, when you go into a business and you want to think about value adding strategy, it's better marketing, better sales, retaining more clients, creating more profits by selling more products and services, getting new clients, convert each client to pay more on each transaction, or get clients to come back to you more and more and more. Yeah, save costs, have better operations, better people, better leadership skill, better accountability. That's pretty much a business. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to your product. If your product is not good enough, it's really difficult to have a business. Look at the biggest businesses. Look at think about the last product that you bought, right? I don't know, you bought an iPhone or Apple computer. Why you bought that? Some combination of good marketing and good product, right? Good marketing, sales, and good product. As simple as that. And the beauty with Apple is that every year they're updating their software, so you got to buy a new Apple or a new iPhone every year or two. So that's how they keep their clients coming back again and again and again. Right? That's how you make a lot of money. And every now and then you come up with new products, right? Like with the earpods or something like that, or with the Apple Watch. And that all goes down to your profits, to your bottom line, because you don't really have a cost to bring in a new client at that point, because most people are familiar with them. They either have, like, all of my products are freaking Apple products, right? Phone, Apple, computer, fucking earpods. I don't need Apple to do any marketing for me. Just send me an email that they have a new product and I'll probably buy that. Right? And guess where it goes? All to the bottom line, to the profits. That's how you optimize a business. But easier said than done to create the next great product, right? Where am I? Okay, answer that. What are your thoughts on getting external professionals in the start? If I build a competent team, I wouldn't need professionals doing small first deals. Yeah, I saw a lot of people thought that they need, hey, let's build a great board. They'll do the work. I'll just sit there and wait for them to close billion-dollar deals for me. Usually not the case, because first of all, those people won't do the work for you, especially if you just give them a small percentage of the deal. Second of all, most people think that they need a board just to put them on the website. But again, you'll find out that the seller, for example, or the bank, many times don't care as much about those people as much as you think. They care about the people that you talk to, and those people are not going to talk for you. So you need to learn how to talk to business owners. You need to learn how to find deals. You need to learn how to analyze deals and know if a deal is a good deal or not. You need to learn how to raise capital. You need to learn how to make offers. You need to understand, and even if you have a team with you, you need to understand what they're doing. Like, I met a few billionaires in my life. One of the billionaires that I met that I really had access to, like, listen and kind of like see what he's doing. He owned dozens of businesses. The guy probably knows about the business more than his employees. So if you think you can run a business and know nothing and have just like close deals and have people do everything for you, it's usually not the case. If you can prove me wrong, go and do that. But not what I see usually. Usually what I see is that people take 6 to 12 months to just build a board, just to have someone on their website, to then find out that those people are not really doing the work for them. And then they come to me because they actually need to learn the process of doing acquisitions. Because they're like, okay, I have a board, what now? And then they find out, okay, shit, I actually need to know how to do that. And then they're like, okay, what do I really need to do? You probably need to learn how to pick a sector. You probably need to learn how to find deals. You probably need to learn how to get access to information in the first place, or talk to the business owners in the first place. You need to learn how to look at numbers, how to make an offer, how to analyze the deal, how to know when to pass on a deal or not, how to know what kind of capital structure and what kind of offer you can have or make on a deal or not, right? Those kind of things that, like, it's cool if you have people doing it for you, but guess what? If they know how to do that, they're probably not going to do it for you, for at least not for the price you think they'll do it. Where am I? Answer that. Thanks for your content. Thank you, Emmanuel, for the nice words. I appreciate that. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, I wonder, let me know in the chat. Are you new to my channel? Like, it's the first time you hear about me, or you can like subscribe and stuff like that, and that's how you got notification. I'm just super curious how those live things goes, because I'm not really doing that much. And if you see value, if you find value in those lives and Q&A, I'll try to do more of those. So let me know in the chat what do you think, if you like them or not. And if you knew about me before this live or not, I'd love to know that. Okay, let's move to the next one. What's the point of brokers when you got investment bankers? What's the point of brokers when you got investment banker is just a fancy word for a broker. Usually investment banker is just someone who's working on larger deals. That's the only difference. Yeah. So broker investment bank is pretty much the same thing. How many businesses get stuck and not sold with brokers, real estate agents, and lawyers due to unrealistic reputation? How many owners sit on a sale for over a year or longer? Yeah, so good question. So actually, most businesses that are for sale are not being sold. Like 1 out of 10 businesses that are for sale are actually getting sold eventually. So that's why, when you see us talking about buying businesses, I know a lot of people are afraid, oh shit, now everyone is going to know about this space of buying businesses. And there's going to be too much competition. The answer is, like, even if I had millions of people watching me right now, there would still be enough deals. Because first of all, there's only one buyer for 10 businesses that are for sale. That's first. Second of all, there's millions of baby boomers are going to retire in the next few years in the US alone. So, and a lot of the business owners, baby boomers, and they want to retire. They want to leave, especially with what happened with the coronavirus and still going on in a lot of places. It's going to be messy. The government is not going to give money forever. So when the dust settles, people just don't want to fight, especially if they're old. They went through too many cycles in the economy. They don't want to go through another mess again. And just a lot of them need to work really hard just to get things back up to where they were before. A lot of them would just prefer to sell the business instead. Also in the US right now, Biden is talking about raising the capital gains tax. Guess what? That's going to create a lot of opportunity for people to sell their business right away, because a lot of people talking about like 50% on capital gains. That's a lot of money. That's like more than 20% increase on your money that you should get. So what I'm saying is that if they'll sell the business to you right now, they'll basically get 20% more than what they'll get if Biden is going to increase the capital gains. So it's a great opportunity right now to go out there and get those businesses. A lot of people want to liquidate their assets right now. I know a lot of real estate investors are doing that and thinking about it to sell their assets right away, so they won't need to pay so much in capital gains. So if you had thought about time to get started with buying businesses, probably the best time right now. Okay, answer that. How many businesses get stuck? Okay, answer that. Do you still run your own marketing agency? No, I didn't. I sold that, and now I'm a global citizen who pay very little in taxes. Can you tell us how to finance deals? Yeah, good question. So there's a lot of ways to finance deals. We have dozens of ways that we use on a regular basis with our community. In simple, it's combination of debt and equity, but in each of those, in debt or equity, for example, we have probably today, I actually just had a Q&A call with our community. I mentioned to them 10 different ways on how to get access to equity, right? Just to give you an idea that some of you might like is, for example, if you're looking to buy a business, what you can do is go to a competitor and find their CEO and tell their CEO, hey, CEO, I'm looking to buy this business. Would you like to co-invest with me? And that's, for example, I just gave you one deal structure where it's an opportunity for you to go to a CEO of a competitor to bring him on to not only invest with you and bring you access to capital, but to also run your business for you. So you won't need to be there day to day if you don't want to, right? So we have dozens of those different ways to get access to equity and debt financing. Hi, Elliot. Got an email from your team that you were going live. Okay, sweet. So you saw the email. Nice. What about everyone else? How did you hear about me or about this live? Did you hear about me for the first time, or you follow me for a while? I'm just curious, kind of who's showing up on those live calls. Yeah, would be awesome if you can put it in the chat. Hey, Moran, have you ever bought a business you knew nothing about, but the product excited you? Yeah, pretty much every business that I had, I knew nothing about before I started with it, right? I had, yeah, software companies, app company, agency, different media companies that I knew nothing about. But guess what? After you go through that, or you go through the due diligence process, you kind of like have to at least understand the basics. Obviously, it depends on your team, but you will at least understand the basics of what it looks like. And what I also like to say is that every business is going to be very similar in the end of the day. Like, especially if you buy a business with employees, like your real role in the business is going to be to be the leader of the business and to lead your team, and not necessarily to do the day-to-day execution of things. It's like I'm saying, like when you're buying a plumbing company doing like 10 million a year, you're not necessarily the person who's going out there and doing the plumbing work and fixing, I don't know, toilets or something. But you are going to focus on marketing, sales, operations, HR, finance. Did I mention? Yeah, those kind of things. Potentially doing more deals, joint ventures, things like that. And you're going to do the same stuff in any business, no matter what sector. Where am I? Okay, Maurice, what are your thoughts on purchasing public companies? Yeah, purchasing public companies. Well, it's depends on what you're referring to. So are you referring to buying them outright 100%? It's, you can definitely do that. It's just a more messy process. You need to make tender offers. You need to buy shares on a public in a public entity, or you can just be a value investor, just buying shares in and not necessarily 100%. You can buy a small percentage, kind of like the Warren Buffett way, right? Just buying equity in companies that you like. So it's a very similar process. The difference is that, first of all, in a public company, the multiples are much higher, obviously, because those are much bigger businesses. And it's not like you have a lot to change. Like when you're buying, I don't know, equity or shares in Tesla, you can't really do much. So it's a very passive investment that you're just not in control. So I personally don't really like that because I don't control anything. But if that's something you want to do, it's just not specifically what we're focused on. We're focused on buying businesses we can control in a low multiple that we can come in, improve operations, buy more businesses, and then eventually potentially sell it for higher multiples. Yeah. And by the way, for those of you who just joined us or with us for a while now, if you would like to learn more about acquisitions or see in general if we can help you find deals, analyze deals, raise capital, and close on deals, I want to invite you to have a call with our team. I'm going to put a link right now, or you can go basically to acquisitions.com/apply. Oops, did I just post? No, I didn't post the right link. Shame on me. So it's not acquisitions, which for some reason, acquisitions first. Yeah, so for those of you who want to do deals and learn if and how we can help you, go to acquisitions.com/apply, put your information, and book a call with my team. Let's see where you're at, see where you want to be, see if we can help you at all. If we can, we'll let you know what it looks like to potentially work with us. If not, we'll steer you in a different direction. Yeah, try to help you in any way we can anyway. Where am I? Do I form a board before finding a deal? If forming after a deal, won't that take too long to hold the deal by the time you have a board? So I don't know if you were here a few minutes ago, but I talked about a board a little bit. It depends on what you feel like you need a board for. But you will find out a lot of time, just to give you an example, and if not, just check the recording. I talked about it a little bit before, but one of the things that might go against you when you have a board is when you're going to talk to business owners and you're going to mention your board. Hey, I have a board that did billions of dollars. Guess what's the first thing they're going to see in their mind? They're going to see dollars. They're going to see someone who's going to pay them a lot of money. So it's going to be very difficult to necessarily negotiate better terms when you have and mention such a board behind you. And what you'll find out is that most of the time, like it's not like they're going to do the work for you. But again, maybe go through the recording again and see some of the notes that I mentioned. If you have multiple businesses, let's say 4 or the amount you currently have, what does your day-to look like? Cadence of communication with management and on-site visits? Yeah, good question. So that's you saying that assuming that you have someone run the day-to-day for you. The simplest thing to begin with, you want to have some kind of a weekly dashboard to look at KPIs and to see the progress, either weekly or daily, even to look at cash flow. It depends on how involved you are. So that would be the start. Mariella, subscriber here. Yes, there is value, but I believe that it will only have true value when it's used in real deals with your assistants. I think you saw her very good advices through your channel and on these live events. Thanks for that. Thank you. Yeah, for those of you, like I said, if you want to get my assistance and see in the first place if we can help you or not, go to acquisitions.com/apply and book a call with us. Let's see if we can help you in general or not. What businesses would you say for university student to buy? We go through a process with our clients. We have like a full training just on that, on how to find the best sector for you based on different backgrounds that you have, contacts, experience, etc., etc. Followed you for a while and saw your live Q&A on my feed. Sweet, good stuff. Thank you for sharing that, guys. For all of you sharing how you found out about this live or in general about me, it's cool to hear. If you know nothing about the business, do you employ someone as an advisor who can help you go through the process? Yeah, obviously, if you know nothing about it, you either need to learn it from the seller or to use the cash flow of the business to hire someone who actually know about it. But the best thing is to actually learn the process yourself, so you know what you're doing and you're not getting screwed by people. How do you get your leads? I said just to go through the recording again. I mentioned some of that stuff on what we do for deal flow. First live, been following for a while. Sweet, thank you. Hopefully you enjoy the content. Do you enjoy the other videos on my channel? For those of you who follow me, I'm curious. And if you have thoughts on what you want me to talk about in my channel, let me know. Just joined you just now, Derry K. Scott here in UK, London. Sweet. YouTube, sweet, sweet, sweet. Where are you right now, my dear? In an island somewhere. Thanks, great content, great value in live stream. Do you have a good, fast lawyer in Panama who can open corporation before the August deadline when the permanent residency rules change? Yes, in fact, I do. If you want, how can I give you access to that lawyer? Yeah, message us, supported acquisitions, probably best. Sorry, Martin. What can you share about M2 assets when it comes to the seller acquisitions? Are all your deals in M1? I'm not sure what you mean by M1. How about you after searching how to buy businesses? Sweet. Yeah, so we're gonna finish, guys, in a bit. So I just want to see if I can answer another question or two. What are your sources of funding other than banks? Yeah, we have dozens of different ways. Go through the recording again. I mentioned just one of them today, so you can use it right away. Moran, I'd love to give you my contact detail and email address too as well. Sure. Just like, I have a question. How can I start to do something other in my life, like 5-6 years as forklift driver on warehouse? This job, I just started study business management, but I want to try something new. Jacek, and I hope I pronounce your name right and I don't butcher it. Start with watching the videos on my channel. I have 300 plus videos you can start watching through and see if that can help you. And if you want to see if we can help you on a regular basis, go to acquisitions.com/apply and book a call with us. And let's see if we can help you in the first place. Do you have acquisition team here in London, UK, or really Moran on an island somewhere? Yeah, we definitely have a lot of people in the UK in general, so 100% we can help there for sure. What do you think about acquiring software online companies? How do you get a capital without physical assets as collateral? Yeah, so fortunately or unfortunately, I know a lot about online businesses. I had a few of them. I was part in a venture fund that invested in online companies. You're just going to look for different financing sources compared to others. I mean, there's a lot of financing options still for online companies. You just need to look for different ones. So there's a lot of, especially if you buy companies with recurring revenue, a lot of those financing options. I know for specifically online businesses that I probably know what you're referring to. You won't get like SBA and stuff like that, but if you can find like good businesses with good recurring revenue, or some of the online businesses have great assets like accounts receivables. Again, it depends on the business itself. You're probably referring to like, I don't know, FBA, Amazon stuff. Yeah, those are a different different type deal that you need different type of financing. And again, there are dozens of ways. I'm not sure I'll be able to go through some of them right now. It's just different financing structure and capital structure I need to go through, and to learn different structures to finance those things. What do you think about it? Okay, I mentioned that. What would you say is the first step reaching out to business owners? The first step is to make a commitment first that acquisition is for you and it's something you want to do. When you're committed to the process of acquisitions, then let's pick a sector and then let's find deals. Yeah. And if you want our help, go to acquisitions.com/apply. Can you raise capital for a share purchase? Yes, 100%. What do you suggest to buy in the Gulf region, Bahrain, Dubai, Saudi Arabia? Same businesses that you would buy in any other place, unless you have a passion for a different sector in those areas, like probably a lot of oil stuff. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, by the way, Moran, I'm ADHD, just to let you know. Yeah, probably me as well. It's okay. Oh, wait, I missed something. Revisit my earlier MA1 money marketplace, in other words, debt capital into alternative forms of remittance capital. Okay, so I'm not sure what was the question there. Michael, I'm trying to see if I can find your question. Asset class, in other words, debt capital, alternative form of remittance, financial instruments used to develop obligations, da, 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 da. Yeah, we do all of the above, Michael. We don't necessarily focus on just one of them on M1, on M2. Thanks for my first time on your channel. We'll check out the videos. Yeah, no worries. Cool. Sweet, guys. So we'll end on that note. Again, last time, go as long as we have some spots available. Go to acquisitions.com/apply. Book a call with our team. Let's see where you're at, where you want to be. See what's the gap to get you to their goals. See if we can help you bridge that gap. If we can, we'll let you know what it looks like. If not, we'll steer you to someone else to support you either way. Hope you enjoyed that live. If you did, share it with your friends. Let your friends that you enjoy that like the video, subscribe. I think if you even can, you'll probably be able to watch the recording. And if you like that, like let me know in the comments in the recording, and I'll try to do it next week as well. So, all right, I appreciate you all, guys. Take care. Have a great week, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.